Happy birthday, everybody, and welcome to Seriously, where we take cereals seriously. My name is Alex, and right out of high school, I went to the University of Connecticut to pursue a Bachelor of Fine Arts in puppetry. Yes, I went to puppet college. Now, that sounds like a joke, but in fact, the program was so intense that after 2 years, I quit and became an English major. Now, I'm not sure which of those degrees, English or puppetry, is more useless. I'd love to hear what your major in college was, especially if it was a unique one, down in the comments. Today on Seriously, we're actually celebrating a birthday. It is the birthday of a man of respect and discipline, the Cap'n himself, Cap'n Crunch. He actually looks pretty good for a man of 60, although he's always looked about like this. So while he looks good for a man of his age, he has looked absolutely terrible for a man of his age until this very moment. Cap'n Crunch was first released in 1963 and featured the classic and unique shape. I've always called those things barrels, which I thought fit the nautical theme at least a little. But I've heard, and correct me if you know better, that internally they refer to those as pillows. That sounds nice and comforting, which is a total lie. I have loved Cap'n Crunch my whole life. I can tell you that those pillows can rip the roof of your mouth to shreds. Once I tried to make Rice Krispie treats, but with Cap'n Crunch, and it actually led to my gums bleeding. They got so scratched up. Be careful when you're eating Cap'n Crunch. I still love it, though. Now, I'm really happy to be celebrating the Cap'n's birthday. I gotta say, on the box, he looks pumped. And this box is awesome. It's like full of color, and I'm a little worried. It says it's birthday cake flavored. I'm a big fan of funfetti cake, and birthday cake ice cream is awesome, but birthday cake flavored cereals have usually just been like an obnoxious vanilla. And I know it's hard to see, but what is the deal? Let me hold it up here. What is the deal with this shape? They're not quite round. They're like an upside down egg shaped, like Eva from WALL-E. Eva. Doesn't he say it like that? Now, I'm not against other shapes. Actually, I'm kind of intrigued by this, but I do have a wariness because they're not the pillows. I am strongly against peanut butter Cap'n Crunch because they're just round. I think that's dumb. But these might be pretty good. Let's see. I like how they promote the other cereals. Like if you've made it 60 years and you're like, oh, there's more Cap'n Crunches. That'd be awesome. The back of the box, I don't know if you can see, it is awesome. They've got so much stuff. They got mazes and word finds, and there's like characters. There's this elephant that's named Smedley. I don't know, Smedley, is that like a common thing? Is it like a character that we're supposed to know? The Cap'n is saying that despite these pile of presents, he's holding a bowl of this stuff we're about to eat, and he says, best present ever. So he's loving this cereal. I trust him. He's a military man. He knows that he wouldn't take advantage of the civilians to tell them something is good that's not. He's a little undignified on the cover, but it's the guy's birthday. Let's give him a break. So, I'm intrigued. I can tell you that. But remember, the conceit of this cereal is that it'll help us celebrate the 60th birthday of someone beloved to us, the Cap'n. What do you think? Will it live up to the party vibe? Friends, it's time to eat some cereal. All right, I am ready to eat my cereal. I've got my bowl, I got my spoon, I got my milk, skim milk. Probably the number one thing I hear from people about is like, how can you eat skim milk? I like it. It's not too heavy. So I will continue eating it. All right, let's pop into these babies' birthday crunch from the Cap'n. Now, General Mills bags are notoriously, not General Mills, what am I talking about? I'm sorry, General Mills, that was wrong of me. What is this company? Why can't I remember? Quaker Oats. Quaker Oats cannot get their bags right. I don't know if you saw how carefully I had to open that thing, but if I didn't, it was gonna explode all over the place. All right, well, what do we got? Oh, they are circles. What the heck? This is definitely not a circle on the box. They are totally attempts at circles. I don't mean they're actually circles. They're like die cut from like a tube, but they're exactly like crunch berries would be. Oh, they smell pretty birthday cake-ish. All right, let's try them dry, see what happens with that. Fine. Yeah, I mean, they're very boring. Really sweet, but just kind of nothing. Like I said, birthday cake is really hard to capture. You know what it is? They need salt. People think that birthday cake is sweet, and it is, but my secret to every good birthday cake, every good cookie, anything I bake, it turns out, is double the vanilla, double the salt. Whatever you're going to do in a recipe, double the vanilla, double the salt. That makes for a fantastic birthday cake. I'm sorry that I wasn't around with the Quaker Oats folks to let them know. Double the salt. The vanilla, they got that. All right, let's try it with milk, see what happens. What could go wrong? Not much more, because it's kind of bland. Maybe it really peps it up, brings out the salt content when you put milk on it. All right, let's see. It isn't bad with milk. It's way better with milk. It does take off. The milk takes off the top layer of the vanilla sweet coating. And so you taste the corn more once it's in milk. So I highly recommend eating this with milk and not eating it just by itself. Hold on. You know, as it's being cleaned off in the milk, I definitely am seeing more that these are not circles. These are not egg-shaped beautifully like they are on the box. They really are like as if something is coming out about the size of a toothpaste novel and it keeps getting chopped off, and they like kind of try to round it, but they don't. These actually look like barrels, some of them. I know it's hard to see, but some of them really are like barrel shapes. And I already said barrels. That's okay. But yeah, okay, a couple more bites, see what's happening with the crunchiness. I suspect this is going to go soggy fast. They're not putting the crunch into it that they could, which is fine. I mean, I guess if you chow down on this stuff. But another thing is, they do not have the signature ripping up the roof of your mouth. This is a very safe cereal. So for those of you who were nervous about eating Cap'n Crunch, you've had a bad experience in the past, it's hurt you, and now you feel like there's a trauma response when it comes to the Cap'n, I can tell you that at the tender age of 60, he's become a softer soul. And he's created a cereal that's welcoming to everyone. Don't be afraid. You can eat this and you'll enjoy it. It's not mushy, but it's certainly not the fear factor that you would have had from the old cereals, the classics. Very standard. If you brought this to my birthday, I'd be happy, but I wouldn't say it's the best present ever. Like the Cap'n seems to think, hey, but listen, everybody's got their take. This guy has spent his entire career sailing around the world, I assume, trying to find cereals, and this is what he likes. Maybe he's been fighting pirates. I don't know why I have that memory. I could look it up. He's got an elephant friend, which you wouldn't think would be great on a boat, but he knows best. Maybe it has some sort of, I don't know, things about ballasts and water displacement. I don't know anything about boats. But I would eat this again, although not very likely that I would eat it when there's other cereals around. So if it was the only cereal left in existence, I would eat it. Also, if I was 60 years old, I would eat this and think, wow, the Cap'n is my same age. So if you're watching this and you're 60 years old, that's cool. I'm not, but I will be. And when it comes to that day, I guess, no, never mind. I won't have this box around. I already opened it. It's not like I'm going to let it sit until I'm 60. So please, if you're 60, enjoy this on my behalf. Celebrate with the Cap'n. Celebrate, really, everything he's done for us in the cereal world. It's not just about this pretty mediocre cereal. By the way, let's give this thing a review. I'm sorry to say, I give this 2 out of 5. That's not much out of 5. And 5 is not a lot in the first place. I still haven't figured out the scale for this. 5 what's? 5 barrels today. That doesn't make any sense. But this is only 2 out of that 5-ness. It's not very good. Well, friends, we've done it all. We talked. We ate. That's all we did. We talked about it. Hey, actually, before you go, I want to do some show and tell. Look. A friend of mine from church gave me this. It's a towel, a beach towel of Cap'n Crunch. I think this may be an original artifact from some of the earliest advertising campaigns of Cap'n Crunch. That's pretty amazing, right? So now, when you see it behind me on that shelf, you'll know why. Because it's a special piece of cereal memorabilia. So, like I said, we talked, we ate, that's it. No, we did show and tell. And now, it's enough. If you want to try today's cereal for yourself, there's going to be a link in the description below. And if you haven't yet, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And leave a comment with what cereal you'd like us to look at together in a future episode. Until then, never be soggy, my friends. Bye-bye.